we are going to start with instantaneous velocity now. Okay, I told you that there are two things: instantaneous velocity, average speed, instantaneous speed. Yes, Bhavika. So we have completed average speed and average velocity portion. Now let's move on to instantaneous velocity and instantaneous speed. So first of all, instantaneous velocity. Yeah, so I was saying, what is the meaning of instantaneous? What is instantaneous?
At one point in time. At an instant.
Very good. Yeah, instant means for a very small period of time. Okay, for very small period of time. Suppose there is a mosquito and it is flying for 15 seconds. And if I ask you what is the velocity of mosquito at 11th second or at 8th second, so I am pointing out towards a particular second. Okay, a particular point, a particular instant. Okay, so that's what instantaneous means, for a very small period of time. So instantaneous means for very small period of time. Now what is velocity? We all know that velocity is delta S upon delta T, change in displacement upon change in time, right? Now when I am saying for very small period of time, that means delta T should be very small. Hello?
Yes,
Delta T should be very small, and if delta T is very small, can I write it like
dt.
delta T is approaching to 0?
Almost.
Yeah. Approaching to 0. 0, it is very close to 0, right? So I can write it as delta T approaching to 0. Are you all getting? Anjana, Bhavika, Gayatri, Reshma, Shanmukha, Shreya, everyone. Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Delta T is approaching. Delta T is approaching to 0. It is very, very small. Okay. Now, when a fraction is very small, do you guys know differentiation and integration? Everyone knows differentiation and integration? Anjana, Bhavika, Gayatri. I mean basics of it.
Yes.
Not to the core. Obviously, you can't go to the core. Anjana, Bhavika, Gayatri, Shreya. Do you know differentiation and integration? How come so early? I was waiting for you. I waited for 3-4 minutes. Still you didn't come. Very good. No one knows differentiation and integration. Haven't you seen such things? I mean, you have passed 12th, right? Everyone has cleared 12th, right? You don't have 12th appearing here. Never seen such things. How have you done derivations and all for class 12? Okay. Wow. My God. Now what to do? See, what you have to do is, today I will try and you will suffer, but from now what you have to do after this class, go to the basic mathematics class, recorded lecture, Sankalp 1.0, recorded lectures of basic mathematics are there.
Sir, आपने करा?
I have done it. So you have to go through them. Oh. Okay, I am teaching it now. See. Giving such blank looks. So today we are going to do differentiation because I will be using differentiation here, and in the next lecture I will do integration because after that integration will also be involved. Okay. So differentiation, what is the meaning of differentiation? Suppose I have got a wire. Now this is calculus, it is the portion of mathematics but we have named it and we have segregated it into maths. It was developed by Sir Isaac Newton. So he developed it to make the problems of physics simple. Okay. So this is developed by a physicist. So it is more of physics. This portion belongs to physics. Okay. So don't take it as mathematics portion. It is technical portion. Suppose you have got a rod and you want to divide this rod into small portions, small parts like this. Okay, many parts. You take a rod and cut it into small pieces. You take this pen, cut it into small pieces. Okay, that's what differentiation is. Dividing a thing into small, tiny portions. Clear? Everyone clear? So that is the meaning of differentiation, first of all. Second thing, for differentiation we must know a term called function. Now what is the meaning of function?
Depends on.
Yeah, function is something, a quantity that depends on another quantity and has a specific value for the other quantity's specific value. Didn't get anything, right? Yeah, that's why definitions are used this. Suppose y is the function of t. Y is a function, okay? Y is a function and it is the function of t. What do I mean by this? Value of y is 3t square plus 1. Okay? Value of y is 3t square plus 1. Or let's say 3t plus 1. Let's make it simple for the starting. 3t plus 1. Okay. Now, if you will put, now let's assign values to this t. And let's see what will be the value of y for different values of t. Okay. So t and y. If I give 0 to t, my y comes out to be 1. If I give 1 to this t, y comes out to be 4. If I give 2, y comes out to be 7 and so on. That means that for specific values of t, for 0, y is having only one value. Right? I don't mean this one number. For 1, y is having 4 as a value. So for every individual value of t, for every different value of t, y is having different values. Values of y are not getting repeated for different values of t. No.
So y is a function of.
Okay. So y is having different values for every value of t. Understood or not? Speak, girls. Anjana, Bhavika, Gayatri, Manal, Shireen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shireen, yeah, Shireen Siddiqui and Shreya. Okay. So for every value of t, y is having different value. Let us say that there is some function x. It is equal to 5m plus 3. Now you put different values of m and you will get different values of x. 0, 3, 8, 13, 18. So different values of x you are obtaining for different values of m. Values are not repetitive. They are not repetitive. In fact, they are exclusive. Again, mathematical term. If I can just for 2 minutes, I am speaking in Hindi. I'll convert myself in English also. m की अलग-अलग values के लिए x की अलग-अलग values हैं. x की values अपने आप को repeat नहीं कर रही हैं m की किसी दो values के लिए. हर value के लिए एक अलग value है x के पास. Okay? X is having different values for different values of m. Values of x are not repeating themselves for the different values of m. Rather, they are different. They are exclusive. Okay? We can take innumerable examples like this. So what I actually mean is that in this case, x is the function of m. What we say in the language of maths, that x is the function of m. because x is having different values for different values of m. Here we will say y is the function of t. Okay, y is the subject of the formula, right? And y is having different values for different values of t. Understood or not? Everyone say yes or no. Speak.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is point number 1. Point number 2. Then what is t here and what is m here? Y is the function, x is the function. What are t and m? T and m, my dear, no dear, variables. They are variables. Okay? T and m are variables. Okay? What are variables? First of all, t and m are variable. Understand this thing. Second thing is, what are variables then? So see, in language of maths there are two things, and language of maths is used in physics also. So in physics also there are two things known as variables and constants. Without these things you can't do physics, you can't understand it, there won't be any feeling. That is why I teach these things to the students when they pass class 10 and when they go to class 11. After 10th, when they reach 11th, I give 1 month for this basic maths. And that's all should be done, else you won't understand, you will mug up. So, variables and constant. What are variables? Anything that changes its value. See, in the same question, I am saying m is the variable. So, m is having different values. Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
M is changing its values continuously. Yeah, m is changing its values continuously. Here, t is changing its values continuously. Okay? So, such quantities that change their values continuously are known as variables. Okay? Now, if I say 5, so whatever question you do, how even after 10 years if you solve a question, 5 will remain 5 only, it will not have any other meaning. Meaning of 5 is 5, meaning of 10 is 10, meaning of pi is pi, 22 upon 7. Okay, so whatever question you do, these values 5, 1, 2, 3, all these are known as constants, values which do not change themselves, values which have same meaning. Okay, values which have same meaning, doesn't matter whatsoever question you are trying. So these values are known as constants. Are you able to understand a bit or not?
Yes.
थोड़ा बहुत समझ रहे हैं? Everyone,
Yes, sir.
are you getting it or not?
Yes, sir.
So what are variables? These are the quantities which change their values. Okay, see, variable comes from the word variable, right? Variable means something that is varying. The root word is vary. Vary means changing. This is not English class. So quantities which change their values. Okay. The name is suggestive. Constant means something which is firm, which is always going to stay as it is. Its meaning will be same everywhere, right? So quantities which don't change their values. Please note down this much. Hey, do you guys know how to solve quadratic? Do you know coordinate geometry, all these things? Everyone, tell me honestly, don't be ashamed. If you will lie, you will hurt yourself. So tell me, do you know? Shivam? Yeah, Sridharacharya method to find out the roots. You know? Gauranshi? Okay. Zoya? Anjana, Bhavika, Gayatri, Do you know how to find roots of quadratic? Manal, Shanmukha and Reshma know everything I know, so you don't have to answer. Shreen and Shreya?
Yes, sir.
No, these two girls are from my Sankalp 1.0. So they are with me from 2 months, so now they know everything. So, okay, I will take those classes also. Okay, please don't miss the classes now. For 2-3 classes, we are going to do basic mathematics. Without basic mathematics, you won't be able to deal with physics. So don't make physics miserable for you. Even if you know it, do attend the classes. Okay, because with me, you are always going to get something new. Okay, there will be a surprise always there for you. So don't miss the classes.
सर इसी में फिर लॉग भी करा देना क्योंकि फिर वो
Yeah, I'll do log also. So I will cover all the mathematical portion. I will do graphs also. How many of you know the graph of sine, cos, tan, cot, cosec, trigonometrical functions graph?
साइन और cos
You don't know the
Only
graph?
sine and cos.
Sine and cos to 9th student also knows.
बाकी भी जरूर
SHM. How have you done SHM without the graphs? Waves, SHM, graphs are needed. Coordinate geometry. Without coordinate geometry, you can't solve the questions involving vectors and position vector things. If they give a question of electrostatics, and they do, and it is located between coordinate axes, and then give the positions, so you should have knowledge of section formula, distance and section formula. If I am not wrong, I gave a question where section formula was involved, a vector. Second question, vector 1, where I explained what displacement vector and everything is. So all these things are essential. These are the tools, my dear students. Don't take them as a subject. These are the tools with which your question solving will improve. Okay, take it like that. So you should command these tools. And hardly 2-3 classes, I'll wrap it up.
लॉग हमारे सिलेबस में यूज नहीं होता
It is useful, dear,
Chemistry
for calculation. Yeah, it will help you in chemistry or whatsoever. But yeah, it is useful. Anything that you learn, anything that you understand, it will always be useful. Okay, can I move ahead? So now you know what variables and constants are. Okay. Hello, clear? Moving.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So as I said that y was a function of t. That's how we write in maths or in physics. This means that y is function of t. Okay, where t is what? Speak. Where t is what? Y is function of t. What is t here? T is variable, yeah. T is variable. Okay. And what we do in differentiation, we divide this function into tiny parts. So differentiation of function is done. Differentiation of function is done. Okay. And if you are differentiating a function, yt was what? 3t plus 1. So you are in fact differentiating the variables also. If you will differentiate this, that means you are differentiating this and this. Variable and constants both will get differentiated. If you will differentiate, where are you here? If you are differentiating a function, so overall you are differentiating both the variable and the constant. Okay, so differentiation of function is done. Is it clear? Now we are going to differentiate the function. Now understand, something is function of time. It is dependent on time, yes or no? So differentiation means dividing. So how will you divide it? If I say 24 hours, divide 24 hours, plan your schedule according to 24 hours. So you will plan your schedule according to the number of hours. Yes or no? You will plan your schedule according to the time. Why? Because time is provided to you. You will not plan your schedule according to the number of chicken or number of mass. You won't say 1 kg of time I will do this, or for 5 kg of time I will study physics. No, you are going to divide it according to the time, because we are talking in reference of time. So if something is function of time, so you are going to divide it in accordance to time. Tell me yes or no. If I ask you to divide this marker into small portions, so you are going to divide it according to the length. Hello. Here length of marker is involved. Time is not involved. You won't say that for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes. No, you will say 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter. You will divide this marker according to its length. Tell me. You will divide the chapati according to its volume. Right? Pizza, not chapati, pizza. It's more lucrative. So you will divide the pizza according to the space volume available. Yes or no? Or will you divide it according to the time?
No, sir.
Are you getting it? Are you able to understand, everyone?
Yes.
So functions are yes or no? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So functions are divided according to the variable on which they are dependent. Functions are divided according to the variables on which they are dependent. Yes or no? It's quite logical, common sense thing, very normal thing. So we differentiate a function with respect to the variable on which function is dependent. Differentiation means dividing, cutting down into smaller portions. Yes or no?
Yes.
So we will differentiate y with respect to time. Tell me yes or no. Or will you differentiate it with respect to length? No, you will differentiate it with respect to time, because y is dependent on time. Yes? I say, okay. So y will be differentiated with respect to time. So how are we going to write it? Please see. Y is the function. Write it like this. Add a d to it. Let's call it d. Its name is not d there, but let's call it d. Okay. And again write d in the denominator, and now write the variable with whose respect you are differentiating it. So I am differentiating with respect to time. So what will we say? dy upon dt. Or you can say differentiation of y with respect to time. Write it like this. d by dt of y. Okay? Yes? Everyone clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very basic thing. If you want, please note it. Then we will move on to some general formulas, and I will solve few questions to show you how to differentiate. Hey, you know trigonometry, right? Everyone knows trigonometry?
Yes, sir.
Sine, cos, tan. What happened? You didn't sleep? Why?
The
Very
syllabus
good.
covered.
Very good. Oh, that's good. Have you ever tried mountaineering?
Yeah.
पहाड़ चढ़े हैं mountaineering.
हाँ.
Good.
If I live in mountains, does it count?
No, I have tried it. There are studios where you can learn mountaineering.
Oh, that's a different.
No, I have done it there also. Trekking. Have you done trekking, anyone?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. What I mean is that if you climb a height, everyone has climbed a staircase. Yeah. So suppose 4 or 5 floors you are going by stairs. So whenever you try to reach the height, what happens? You feel breathless. You feel uneasy. Okay. Same principle applies in the life. If your schedule is such, if you are feeling uneasy, if you are feeling breathless, that means that you are reaching the height. And more comfortable and simple your schedule is, more easygoing you are, if you are not getting tensed, you are not getting stressed, that means you are walking on a plane. You are not going anywhere. You are not going to the height. So more tough it becomes means better you are doing.
Yes, sir.
Not necessarily.
Anyway, done? Done? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Some basic formulas that we are going to use. So, SBFT, some basic formulas of differentiation. Number 1. Now see, if you are going to differentiate a constant, let us talk in the context of y, okay? Y is the function of time. We are talking in context of y. Now I am saying, if you will differentiate a constant, 3, 5, pi, e, exponential constant, if you will differentiate a constant with respect to any variable, right? You will differentiate with respect to variable, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now constant is not dependent on any variable. Then how can you differentiate with respect to any variable? You cannot differentiate it with any variable. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
It is an independent quantity. Tell me yes or no.
Yes, sir.
So you cannot differentiate it with respect to any variable. So if you cannot differentiate it with respect to any variable, so differentiation of constant with respect to any variable with respect to is written in the denominator will be 0. Can't divide it. You can't divide this bottle with respect to time. You can't divide the air in this room with respect to length. This is absurd. You can't do it. Right? So, differentiation of constant. Constant is not dependent on anything, dear. Then how can you differentiate it with respect to variable? So, it will be 0. Understood? Suppose y is equal to t to the power 5 and you need to find dy upon dt. Okay, so pay attention. This is of the form, please now note down the form, t to the power n. Okay, t to the power n. See, where n is any number
Yes, sir.
other than 0. So n can be anything. 1, 2, 3, so on, but it cannot be 0. And what is t? T is a variable. So y is equal to t to the power n. How to differentiate it? First we will write dy upon dt. Right? Now please see, this is the formula. Don't ask me how. This is not maths. I can derive it, but not needed. N. First write down the power. Write down the power, whatever the power is. Write it down. Multiply this power with the variable. T is the variable. I have multiplied it. Now write the power of t. What was the power of t? N. And subtract this power with 1. So write the power, multiply it with variable, then write the power of the variable and then subtract it with 1. Dear, please keep it on the chair behind you. Yeah, use it. The space is for you alone. You also keep it like there. When the chair is vacant, you can use it. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Understood? Yes or no? Then tell me what will be the answer of
Yes, sir.
What will be the answer of y is equal to t to the power 5?
5 to the power 4.
Solve it, Goranshi. Zoya, Shivam. Answer, guys.
T to the power 6.
Right, Shireen, good. See, it is very easy. Done or not? Yeah? अरे 5 भी तो आएगा भाई, वो 5 यहाँ पे आप n लिखेंगे ना? Everyone got the answer or not? Bhavika, you got it or not? Bhavika, Gayatri, Manal, Rajan, very late you are coming to the class. Shireen, Shreya. See, y is equal to t to the power 5. What is 5? 5 is n, yes or no? So write the n, write 5 into, write t, variable is written. Then write the power of it, 5 was the power subtracted by 1. That's the answer. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, is this clear?
Yes.
Note it, note it, note it. Can I move?
Sir.
Okay, I thought that. Next is suppose y is equal to 5 into t. 5 into t. Now we have done both of these things, but separately. We know that if we differentiate a variable with respect to if we differentiate a constant with respect to a variable, we will get 0. If we will differentiate a variable, it has got power 1. We have just studied its formula. But now both of these things are getting multiplied. A constant is multiplied with a variable, and you need to differentiate with respect to that variable. So how to do this? Okay. See, the very simple, please pay attention. Whenever a constant is multiplied to a variable and you are differentiating with respect to that variable, so we will write it like this: d by dt of y. What is y? Y is 5t. Okay? Now take the constant outside the differentiation. Take the constant outside the differentiation. So 5 will come here. D by dt of t. Okay? So you will differentiate t with respect to dt. How to differentiate it? What is the power of t? T to the power 1. So see, I am going to write it. Right? T to the power 1. We have just learned the formula. So 1 into t to the power 1 minus 1. So 1 into t to the power 0. Anything raised to the power 0 is
1.
Is 1. Okay. So you got 1 from here. This gave you 1. And what was this? 5 you have written outside the differentiation. So the answer will be 5. Understood or not?
Yes, sir.
So do this. Y is equal to 7t square. Do this. You have to find d by upon dt.
14.
Good. Yeah, Shireen, good. Manal?
7
t to the power 1.
What dear? Come again.
14 t's.
Okay. What happened, Nita?
So 14. 14.
Do it again. I have said yes to her. That doesn't mean her answer is right. Never trust anyone. Trust on yourself. Do it and see what you are getting. Where is T gone? See, I am solving. Haji? 7. See? Different. Now I am doing dy upon dt. Please see. So d by dt of y. So 7t square was there in place of y. I will put 7t square. So d by dt of 7t square. Okay. Now what is 7? It is a constant. It is getting multiplied with t square. What is t? T is a variable. Okay. So, and we are differentiating with respect to t, yes or no? So 7 will come outside the differentiation. Now d by dt of t square. Again, what is this? T to the power n. Can you solve it or not? How to solve it? First write n. What is n? 2. Then write variable. T is the variable. Then what? Write the power of t. It was 2. Subtract 1 from the power. You will get 2t from here. This will give you 2t. See, once you get into practice, you can solve it directly without even pen and pencil. But for the beginning level, you have to practice. Okay. So now you got 2t from here and 7 is getting multiplied to it. So 7 into 2t will be 14t. Why were you getting 14? Understood everyone? Clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Speak! Hey, I have told you in the first class, you have to be responsive in my class. You don't come here to sleep. If you are not speaking, I get an impression that you are sleeping. And I mail it to your parents that these, yeah, she's sleeping. Shireen? Having mail.
Oh, I was not.
Okay. And I am very particular about mailing and calling the parents. So please be responsive in my class. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I hope this is clear. I want to solve one more question. Okay, solve this. X is equal to 3m cube. Find dx by dm.
9m².
Now I want to see who all will say no. What will happen? T is not there. Solve it. No, I'm just watching.
Sir, 9m².
Don't know, write down the answer. I will see later.
Yes, sir. Same. Oh, the 9m².
What are you doing?
सर मैं चेक कर रही हूँ शायद मेरी फिजिक्स में नोटबुक लगाई नहीं तो वापस चेक
Okay. So you are doing in which notebook?
केमिस्ट्री
Do it on the sheets of paper and go and attach it there.
नहीं ये ठीक है ये
You cut and attach it.
आई डोंट नीड टू ये तो बेसिक मैथ्स तो केमिस्ट्री में भी होता है तो मैंने इसको
Want to give my credit to Vishu? Done everyone. Gayatri, what is your answer? Bhavika, Gayatri, Rajan Thakur.
9m², sir.
Okay. Rajan Thakur, I haven't heard your voice till date. You haven't responded till now. Not even yes or no even. Rajan Thakur. Okay. I am solving it. Please see. So again, d by dm of x, that is 3m cube. So 3 is constant. It will come outside the differentiation. So d by dm of m cube. Okay. Now m is variable and you are differentiating with respect to m only. Yes or no?
Yes.
So what will happen? The same formula t to the power n, that will be applied. So please see, I am solving for this portion here. So first, what was the first step? Write down the power. So 3 is the power. Multiply it with variable. M is the variable. Now raise the power of m. Write down the power 3 and subtract 1 from it. So 3m square you got from this, and 3 was also there. So 3 into 3m square will give you 9m square. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Everyone got the answer?
Yes, sir.
So please note it down, then we will move ahead. Zoya?
Yes,
Koranchi?
yes.
Sure. Let's proceed then. Fourth, suppose you get y as 5t plus 7t cube, and the question is find dy upon dt. So now please see, here situation is diversified again. We know how to solve this individually, we also know how to solve this individually, but now these two things are getting added up and we need to find differentiation of the whole. So how to do such questions? No problem. See, everyone, are you able to understand what the problem is? We know how to solve 5t, we know how to solve 7t cube, but now both of these things are getting added up and we haven't done anything like that. So now what to do? So now 5t up. Now you will write d by dt of y. Okay, what is y? Y is 5t plus 7.
Sir, is it 21t square plus 5?
What are you saying, dear? What is the answer? What is the answer, dear?
Sir, 21t square plus 5.
Okay, yeah, it is right. Now please see how to do this. So differentiate the first function, that is 5t, and what is the sign in between them? Plus, put a plus sign and again differentiate the second function. As simple as that. Same will imply even for the minus sign. Okay. So now I am doing it. 5 is constant, it will come out. Differentiation of t with respect to t will give you 1. Plus, I did it directly. Now 7 came out. Differentiation of t cube will be 3t square. So you will get 5 plus 21t square.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Speak. Everyone, Anjana, Bhavika, Gayatri, Manal, Rajan, Shireen, Shreya.
Yes, sir.
Okay, solve this question.
Yes, sir.
6x plus 2 plus 15.
Done.
Yes, sir. पेंसिल यहाँ पे लग गई उसके इसका वहाँ कभी बचपन में बहुत चाप पेंसिल है वो बस ऐसे ऐसे बहुत चाप तो अंदर अभी बैठा ऐसे आ गया ऐसे ये तो है फॉर्मूला आप क्या ढूंढेंगे क्वेश्चन मैंने ऐसे ही ऑलरेडी सॉल्व कर लिया
हाँ आंसर
फिर 6x plus 2 minus 15x squared.
हाँ, how many of you got this? Very good.
Yes, sir. Sir, 2 plus 3x minus 15x.
Wrong. Pay attention. You are differentiating with respect to x, right? So this is a constant, and differentiation of a constant is 0. So d by dx of y, understood or not? We are differentiating with respect to x. 2t. It is a constant, not dependent on x. So it will be d by dx of 3x square plus d by dx of 2t minus d by dx of 5x cube. Okay? 6x, doing it directly. Should I solve it?
Yes, sir.
Huh? I am asking, should I solve it or should I write it directly?
No, directly.
6x plus 15, sir.
Minus. Minus sign is there.
Yes, sir. Minus 15.
Yeah, minus 15.
This will be 0. 15 x squared here.
6x.
Clear or not? It will be minus 15x square. That's the answer. Okay.
अगर जैसे t वेरिएबल है लेकिन वो x पे डिपेंड नहीं कर रहा तो हम इसे कांस्टेंट मान
लेंथ वेरिएबल है, पर आप दिन को लेंथ के हिसाब से डिवाइड नहीं कर सकते हो, टाइम के हिसाब से.
जीरो कर देंगे उसे.
Differentiation of a constant is 0. Understood, everyone? Can I move?
Yes, sir.
था ये बता दिया, ये बता दिया. Okay. Now write UV rule or product rule. Okay guys, we are not closed on Dussehra. Okay, classes will be held.
क्या? दूसरा अच्छा.
We don't believe in holidays. Yeah, even in Diwali you will get only a single day holiday. That is on Diwali.
It's fine. मतलब 5 आधे महीने हो जाए तो ठीक है।
Yeah, good. UV method. What is UV method? Please understand. U is a function, V is also a function. U is a function, V is a function. Or you can say, okay, let's not complicate it. We are not dealing with maths. So, U and V both are variables. We have done differentiation of a constant, we have done differentiation of a variable, we have done differentiation of a variable multiplied with constant. Now if two variables are multiplied, then how to differentiate? Okay. So please see. Y is equal to U into V. Okay. And you are differentiating, and let's say y is the function of t. You need to find dy by dt. Please understand the methodology. Keep the first variable constant, differentiate the second variable, then put a plus sign, keep second variable constant and differentiate first variable. Right? Not it. Yeah, she. Thank you. Then now let us do a question to understand this. Y is equal to x sin x. I know I have not told you formulas to differentiate trigonometrical function. I am just demonstrating the process. I will tell you the formulas afterwards. So please see, and you have been asked to calculate dy upon dx. So y is the function of x. You have to differentiate with respect to x. This is a variable. Sin x is also a variable. What is the procedure? Keep this constant. Differentiate with respect to x. And what to differentiate? Second variable. Keeping first variable constant, differentiating second variable. Put a plus sign. Keep second variable constant and differentiate the first variable. Yes? Yes or no? Understood or not, everyone? So this we don't know what will be differentiation of sin x, we will see later. But the second part will be differentiation of x with respect to x. Yes. What will be the answer? Differentiation of x with respect to x. One. Always remember. अरे यार सीधा सा दिमाग लगाएगा वैसे ना याद रहा करें. Okay. What you have to do is you can directly even cancel it. You don't have to cancel it. Just telling you the shortcut. Don't you remember the long cut? X to the power 1. So 1 into x, 1 minus 1. Anything raised to the power 0 will be 1. So you will get 1. So 1 into sin x will be sin x. Okay? Note it down, note it down. My whole class got into differentiation. Anyway, this is also. Now put on a heading. Differentiation of trigonometrical function. Okay. So number 1, suppose y is equal to sin x and you are finding dy upon dx. So differentiation of sin x with respect to x will be cos x. Second, y is equal to cos x and you are finding dy upon dx. So differentiation of cos x with respect to x will be minus sin x. Number 3, y is equal to tan x. You are differentiating y with respect to x. You will get sec square x. Number 4, y is equal to sec x. You are differentiating y with respect to x. You will get sec x into tan x. Number 5, y is equal to cosec x. You are differentiating y with respect to x. You will get minus cosec into cot. Note it down. Note it down. One more is left. Cot is left. These are direct formulas. Don't get into the logic that how we derived it. It is purely mathematical, not in your domain. In physics, you will just need the result, not the derivations. Even the mathematics students don't need derivation. Your chemistry class after this?
Yes, sir.
Who is taking Shraddha ma'am?
Vishu, sir.
Sandhya. Vishu. Which chapter is going on?
Structure of atom.
The structure of atom. कहाँ पर है आपने structure?
Starting.
Okay.
Yes,
Starting.
Board से आप शायद start
Board? Rutherford has been done.
Yes.
Electron discovery, proton discovery,
Yes, sir.
electron J.J. Thomson, and proton
discovery.
Goldstein. Goldstein did it. Neutron,
James Chadwick.
Rutherford.
Alpha particle static experiment.
तो वहाँ से क्या पता चला?
Nuclear
He
scale.
got Nobel Prize for what? That's what happened.
Who was the
Atomic making most of the.
He got the Nobel Prize for your what you call it, proton. Actually, Goldstein gave the idea, but experimentally it was demonstrated by Rutherford. So he got Nobel for that. And then after this, you will get into Bose. Yeah.
Modern physics and
First of all, you will see the plum pudding model.
basics.
And after the plum pudding model, then you will see the what was his name? Rutherford contradicted plum pudding model by his experiment. He said that if it is a plum pudding, then how can most of the particles, 95% of the particles, can go straight undeviated? Do you know an interesting fact? He was the student, Rutherford was the student of Thomson. And that one, इसने क्या किया था? Bohr was the student of Rutherford. And Bohr contradicted this model of Rutherford, the model that Rutherford gave. Anyway, coming back. So,
कॉर्ड का बता दीजिए
Sixth one is cot. So differentiation of cot x will be
cosec square.
कुछ बोला था आपने?
Cosec square.
but with minus sign. Okay. Whenever you see C, see the trick to remember is whenever you see this C for cat. So C means minus. Cos, you will get sine, put a minus because C was there. Cot, you will get cosec square because in tan you are getting sec square, but C is there, again minus will come. Okay. Differentiation of cosec into cot, but C is there, again minus sign will come. So C means minus in differentiation.
पर ऊपर वाले में नहीं था.
कहाँ नहीं था?
cos में नहीं था. Minus. अच्छा.
हर जगह है dear. So it will be minus cosec square x. Okay? Everyone understood? Yes. No. Not on 2nd October, dear. 2nd October is a national holiday.
तो वो भी छुट्टी की है.
On it is Sunday, na? She is asking that whether we are having test on 2nd of October. Note it down. Done? So solve this one now. Solve this. Complete this now. You know the differentiation of sin x now. Solve this. You have solved it already?
X cos x.
You were informed that test has been scheduled. Are you sure, Shri? Who informed you and when?
So test होगा वाला next Saturday Sunday से होगा.
But how can you have the test? I haven't even prepared the paper. हाँ test तो होंगे obviously.
Next Sunday.
Please reconfirm it from ma'am. Okay, after the class, please reconfirm. Done. Now see, it is very simple. X was there. Differentiation of sin x will be cos x. X cos x plus sin x. That's the answer.
Yes sir.
ठीक है? Okay. Let's move. Write down division rule. So, if you are having u upon v, okay, and you want to differentiate u upon v, so how to differentiate it? Anyone? For example, y is equal to sin x upon 7x square, and you need to find dy upon dx. Yeah, anyone? Let me see who can solve. Division rule नहीं मालूम. know maxima and minima? No, it is not related to this. I am just asking. It is a topic. Suppose thing is given, a velocity is given, and it is asked that at what point you will have maximum acceleration. So can you find it? And velocity is given in the form of, you say, or say displacement is given in form of time. S is equal to 3t square plus 1. So at what point velocity will be maximum?
So is this even half curve?
No need.
For 7x squared into cos x minus sin x into 14x and the whole square of 7x squared.
No. Come again. Pardon dear.
7x squared into cos x minus sin x into 14x and the whole square of 7x squared.
Whole square of 7x square is getting what? It is getting multiplied with this thing, or it is getting divided?
No, it's divided.
Very good, right? Exactly. Who are you? Shireen. Good. Good. See, the formula is, please pay attention everyone. First understand the formula. So if y is equal to u upon v, and you need to find, let's say y is the function of t, okay? You need to find dy upon dt. So dy upon dt will be v is written in the denominator, okay? So in denominator, take square of v, okay? Now keep denominator constant and differentiate the numerator. Then put a minus sign. Now keep numerator constant and differentiate the denominator. Okay? Understood? So solving this question, please see. I'll give you time to write, please wait. I'll give you a lot of time, wait. dy upon dx. 7x square is there in the denominator. So you have to take the square of 7x square. Now put this thing as constant and differentiate sin x minus. Take sin x as constant and differentiate 7x square. So I am solving it. So 7x square will remain as it is. Differentiation of sin x is cos x minus sin x will remain as it is. Differentiation of 7x square will be, 7 is the constant, it will come out, x square, the differentiation 2x. So you will get 14x. I have done it directly, you can solve it stepwise also. Upon 49x to the power 4. Square of 7x square. Okay, understood?
Yes, 36.
Note it down. Done?
Yes.
Okay, do it. I think now we should try a few questions. Done? Everyone, please solve these. Anji. So, differentiate with respect to x. What? Yeah, good.
So first is 3x squared plus 5. Second one is
Wait a minute.
12.
Yeah, what is the first?
3x plus 5. X squared. 3x squared.
Okay, yeah, right, yeah. What is second?
12.
Yeah, second.
12, sir.
12. Good. Solve rest of them.
One is root x squared.
1 by 2 root x.
Root x squared.
1 upon 2 root x. That's what.
Half root x to half x to the power minus half.
Yeah, right. Shireen, you are answering or Manal? Who is answering?
Sir, me Shirin.
Very good, Shireen. I am impressed by this second question that you solved. That means you know chain rule.
Where are we now? Second one.
This question I gave,
Last one.
and I gave it intentionally. This will be done by chain rule. You cannot solve it without the knowledge of chain rule.
सेकंड वाला
हो गया?
हाँ सेकंड वाला
Okay. Solve this. Let's not make it tough. Solve this.
सर सेकंड नहीं हुआ ना
नहीं हुआ.
हाँ.
That's what you are saying. हो गया.
हाँ
You solve it, Shireen. Solve this. You have to find dy by dx obviously. Yes, what are the answers? Haji. My dear, ये क्या होता है? Root x का मतलब मालूम है? मतलब x to the power 1 upon 2. X raised to the power 1 upon 2 is under root of x. Okay? If cube root is
Sir,
there,
5
it means
cos x plus sin x.
Yeah, what? 5. Shireen, come again.
Cos 5 cos x plus sin x.
Eh? No, wrong.
Minus minus.
Wait.
So second question में 6 पावर में है.
हाँ
That's the answer.
गलत क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करके इसका सही आंसर
So you are not fully aware with chain rule.
सर लास्ट वाला
So पहले
I am solving each and every one. Please see. If x cube, differentiation of x cube will be 3x square. Differentiation of 5x will be 5. Differentiation of a constant will be 0. So 3x square plus 5 is the answer. Second one, please see. Power is given. So 6 into 2x plus 3 to the power 6 minus 1 into 2x. Differentiation of 2x with respect to x, you will get 2. Differentiation of a constant will be 0. Don't pay attention to this one. This I will teach you in the next class. It is chain rule. But I have just solved it because I have given the question. Under root x. What is the meaning of under root? Under root can be written as to the power 1 upon 2. Cube root can be written as to the power 1 upon 4. And so on. Fifth root, sixth root, whatever is there, 1 upon that power. So Q square root is there. So x to the power 1 upon 2. Yes or no? Now it is very simple. 1 upon 2 into x to the power 1 upon 2 minus 1. From half, you are subtracting 1. So what you will get? Minus 1 upon 2. Clear or not?
सर एक डाउट आपने बोला क्यूब में 1/4 होगा
1 upon 3.
आपने 4 बोला
I said so on. Hey, come on, don't catch the words. Go with the logic. No. It's good that you ask. If you get confused by anything, and even if I do silly mistake, if I write 2 plus 3 is equal to 6, then please rectify me. Okay?
सर
Now please see. Anything to the power and that too in minus. So minus means that the thing will come to the denominator. So 1 upon 2 root x. Right? Or you can write it like this. Wait. You can write it x to the power 1 upon 2. Now what is the meaning of power 1 upon 2? It means root. Under root. Everyone clear or not, girls? Anjana, Bhavika, Gayatri, Manal, boy also, Rajan,
Yes, sir.
Shireen,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shreya, you all? Okay, this one. Yeah, this one, please see. You will get 2x, here you will get what? Power is minus 1 upon 2, so minus 1 upon 2 into 4x into, now the power of x, so minus 1 upon 2 minus 1, that will be minus 3 upon 2. Any problem? Minus, now minus 2 is the power, so minus 2 into 3x to the power minus 2 minus 1. So it will become minus 3. Please jot it down. I will see you all in the next class. You have chemistry class.
Sir,
Yes, Shireen.
the answer of this is 5 sin x to the power 4 and
Into
cos x.
Yeah. Here,
The answer
differentiation. Wait a
comment box
minute.
is wrong. Not that.
Your answer is wrong. I told you. Differentiation of sin x
Also,
is
this one 5 sin x to the power 4.
which one? Which question you are referring to? This one?
5. Yes, this yellow one.
Yeah. So
5 sin x to the power 4 and then differentiation of sin x का होगा तो sin x का differentiation cos x होता है
cos x ही
तो
तो
will
लिखा है.
it be
cos
cos
x.
x
अरे ये cos x ही तो लिखा है.
4 cos x
4 कहाँ से आ गया? sin x का डिफरेंशिएशन
तो
cos.
sin x cos x है
sin x का डिफरेंशिएशन cos x होता
तो
है ना. पावर में नहीं जाएंगे. पावर का हम ऑलरेडी डिफरेंशिएशन कर चुके हैं. See, the logic is.
तो वो 5
इधर
sin
सुनिए.
x to the
Listen to
power
me.
4
Listen to me.
into cos
Listen
x.
to me. Listen to me. The rule is.
Okay, sir.
If you are doing differentiation by chain rule, the rule is you have to fire an arrow like this. Now the arrow will first hit the bracket, so differentiation of bracket will be done. Okay, you have already differentiated the power, and once you kill someone, you can't kill him or her twice. So you have killed the power. Now you don't have to go for the power. Differentiation of power is 5x sin x to the power 4. Now this arrow will immerse inside. Now it will hit the sin x. So differentiation of sin x will be cos x. It will become crystal clear once I explain the rule to you. Okay, but that's how we solve in chain rule. Okay, Shireen?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye. And very good. Keep it up. Okay, bye everyone. Take care.